I'm back at the club field here. Breeze is coming up a little bit this morning. Try to get a maiden flight in here. Got the E-flite UMX Yak 54. My last one had a incidence problem. The horizontal stab wasn't lined up properly, and it was causing issues. So great customer service that Verizon is noted for. They called my LHS and had it set up for me to hand pick, look at all of the ones they had, and pick one that had the straightest tail. So here we go. Try maidening this one, and I've got a Hyperion 240 ultralight Babel bat sitting right there. That's where yeah, it was just slightly, maybe just a millimeter or so ahead of 50 millimeters for balance at that point. So we'll try that for the first flight here. Got everything mechanically trimmed. There's a little bit of a breeze. Crosswind. Not too bad though. Okay, so here we go. Control check. Now let's see what we get out of the video here. Gotta bring it in and move the battery back. This one's flying the way it's supposed to. I have just a little nose heavy there, which I kind of knew by where I put the battery. Mine, when I measured it at home, I had to have the Hyperion 240 all the way at the rear to get the CG right at 50 millimeters. So we're going to try that again. But I'm going to dial up a little more expo. On the elevator. Okay. Go again. Oh yeah, this one flies much better. A little bit of a wind here. But I'm going to go fly from over here so I don't have to fly into the sun. Nice flat spin. It's acting slightly tail heavy. That was not what I'd call a good landing. Okay. Move the battery forward to about there. And move the CG forward just a bit and try this over again. It's a little more sensitive in the wind. I think that was because I had the CG a little forward or a little bit aft. I mean, still slightly. Fly the same, we're inverted and right side up. Let's see. I think we got it. Knife edge. It's pretty uncoupled. Full up elevator, little Harrier action into the wind. Now I've still got all the control throws in the factory locations. I am probably going to increase the elevator throw a little bit. But boy, this thing climbs. The vertical is just outstanding. Yeah, this airframe is doing what it's supposed to do. Doesn't require any dramatic amount of trim, and in fact, I hardly had to give it but a few clicks elevator trim. And I think the CG is probably around 47 right now, just by a guess at where the battery pack's sitting. I'm flying with a Hype 240 again, lightweight one. getting a little breezy. That timer was for my 150 milliamp hour battery. And there we go. Successful maiden. And yep, this one's the keeper. Flies just the way it's supposed to. Now, since I just flew it with the Hype 240, I'll go up once with the stock battery. But yeah, the breeze is a little bit turbulent, and this thing isn't quite the wind handler that the Beast and S-Bach are. I can tell it's a little dartier in the wind, but then it's got a pretty low wing loading. Wheels roll a lot nicer in this one. My other one, the wheels were kind of weird. The landing gear fell out. I noticed the gear slot, they fit tighter. This one, they click in nice. The first one, you kind of weren't sure if they were really in there very well. Okay. Yeah, and with the battery right where I put it, it's pretty much neutral. It's definitely some roll coupling when you get heavy into the rudder, but at moderate knife edge, moderate knife edge rudder settings, there isn't any coupling. And I'm noticing that now that I have the CT correct, there is no elevator coupling. It's just flying a real nice knife edge line. Doesn't require any elevator. And you can fly knife edge really slow with the SFGs on. This thing turns on a dime. Just look at that. It just turns around so easily. Little stationary action there. It's probably not going to be as much fun to windsurf as the Beast, but nevertheless, this is a fun little plane. It's really flies well, and it's just so maneuverable. It flat turns like the Beast. I'm just way down in throttle, and this thing I know the vortice generators have a bearing on that. And look at it, it kind of glides. This one will be a good indoor flyer for those who have a good size, decent sized gym. I think it'll this one will easily fly anywhere you can fly the UMX Beast. Okay, factory battery, so I'm going to bring it in. Whoops, no, we're not quitting on that landing. Got to get in. One decent landing. I got another couple of charged up Type 240s. I might take it up another time or two. There we go. A little bounce into the headwind. Oh, there we go. Yak 54, 180. It's a keeper. Great flying old plane. And thanks to Verizon's wonderful customer service, they quickly set it up so I could go to my local hobby shop, Hobby, and those are really nice guys there. And they let me inspect all of the Yaks in stock and pick one that I thought looked the best, so it was pretty nice. And this one flies really well. Flies just as I would expect it to. Slows down nicely, and it's yeah, like I say, it's kind of like a monoplane version of the Beast in a way, from the perspective that it, you know, flies well slow, turns on a dime, and does all that kind of stuff.